Hi, my name is Evelyn and this is the first video on this channel. I have a lot of books on my TBR and I cannot decide for the life of me which books I want to read in the month of October. My idea of choosing the books that I want to read is this TBR jar. Basically, I have put a lot of the titles that I'm excited to get to into this jar and I'm going to pick at random 6 titles that I have to read in the month of October. I'm honestly very nervous for this challenge because I have never done this before. I'm usually a mood reader, which means that if I'm in the mood for a sad book, I'm going to read a sad book, and so on. There are a lot of genres that I have put in here, like I have romance, literary fiction, fantasy, even nonfiction. So I think it's very good, a very good exercise that will help me broaden my reading experience. The first book that I'm going to pick is okay. So I'm not sure if I should show it to the camera first. I don't know if you can see that, but it is Vicious by V. Schwab. I'm actually very excited for this book because it's very popular on the social media as being one of the classic dark academia books, and honestly, I never got around to read it. So I'm very excited about reading Vicious by V. Schwab. On Goodreads, this book is a masterful tale of ambition, jealousy, desire, and superpowers. Victor and Eli start out as college roommates, brilliant, arrogant, lonely boys who recognize the same sharpness and ambition in each other. In their senior year, a shared research interest in adrenaline, near-death experiences, and seemingly supernatural events reveals an intriguing possibility that under the right conditions someone could develop extraordinary abilities. Alright, so let's pick the second book that I'm going to read. I'm honestly very excited. Oh, I think I peeked through it, but it's Interview with the Vampire by Anne Rice. I actually really wanted this because I bought it recently and it's just perfect for the month of October. I'm honestly very happy already with the 2 books that I have gotten. Let's read the description of Interview with the Vampire that is present on Goodreads. In a darkened room, a young man sits telling the macabre and eerie story of his life. The story of a vampire gifted with eternal life, cursed with an exquisite craving for human blood. Here are the confessions of a vampire. Hypnotic, shocking, and chillingly erotic, this is a novel of mesmerizing beauty and astonishing force. The story of danger and flight, of loss and of love and loss, of suspense and resolution, and of the extraordinary power of the senses. It is a novel only Anne Rice could write. I've seen that this book is actually part of the Vampire Chronicles, which is like a very long list of books. I think it has around 13 books, which is a lot. But a lot of people read The Interview with the Vampire as standalone, so I'm going to do the same thing probably. Honestly, this challenge goes better than I expected, and I'm very excited to see what my third book is going to be. Okay. Oh, I actually picked 2 of them. I'm gonna put this one back and hope that I have made the right choice with this. I cannot. A Horse at Night by Amina Kane. Okay, this is actually very exciting. Goodreads says about this book that it's a virtuosic meditational literature on life in the tradition of Virginia Woolf's A Room of One's Own and William Gass's On Being Blue. Then it gives a sort of quote from the book that I'm not going to read, and it says basically that the book moves associatively through a personal canon of authors including Marguerite Duras, Elena Ferrante, Renée Gladman, and Virginia Woolf, and topics as timely and various as female friendships, as in meditation, neighborhood coyotes, landscape painting, book titles, and politics of excess. This sounds amazing, and I am familiar with Marguerite Duras, Elena Ferrante, and Virginia Woolf. I have not read Renée Gladman, but I am sure that this book will give me the necessary insight into her as well. People recommended me this book throughout the years, so I'm happy that I finally get the chance to read it. Okay, we have 3 more books to go, and I hope it's gonna be a good one. Okay, this time I only picked one. and it is ooh, The Cancer Journals by Audre Lorde. I actually just added this book to my TBR yesterday, and I'm very happy that I have the chance to read it so quickly. This book is a nonfiction book and a memoir in which Audre Lorde is moving between journal entry, memoir, and exposition, fusing the personal and political as she reflects on her experience coping with breast cancer and radical mastectomy, includes photos and tributes to Lorde written after her death in 1992. Grief, terror, courage, the passion for survival and for more than survival are here in the searchings of a great poet. I think this book is very important, and I'm actually looking into reading more feminist works, and I really wanted to read something from her. I honestly can't believe how well this challenge goes because I added a lot of fantasy books, and even though I love fantasy books, I really don't want to end up reading only fantasy books. He had like a very good run so far, so it's time to pick up the fifth book that I'm going to read, and I hope it's going to be a good one because I need it. I need it. And so we have, yeah, I don't know what's that. Department of Speculation by Jenny Offill. Okay, I don't remember anything about this book honestly. So let's see what the Goodreads has to say about it. So, Department of Speculation is a portrait of a marriage. It is also a beguiling rumination of the mysteries of intimacy, trust, fate, knowledge, and the condition of universal shipwreck that unites us all. Jenny Offill's heroine referred to these pages as simply the wife. Once exchanged love letters with her husband postmarked Department of Speculation, their code name for all the uncertainty that inheres in life and the strangely fluid confines of a long relationship. As they confront an array of common catastrophes, a colicky baby, a faltering marriage, stalled ambitions, the wife analyzes her predicament involving everything from Keats and Kafka to the thought experiments of the Stoics to the lesson of doomed Russian cosmonauts. She mused on the consuming, capacious experience of maternal love and the near-total destruction on the self that ensues from it, as she confronts the friction between domestic life and the seductions and demands of art. With cool precision in language that shimmers with rage and wit and fierce longing, Jenny Offill has crafted an exquisitely suspenseful love story that has the velocity of a train hurtling through the night at top speed. That's so beautiful. Exceptionally lean and compact, Department of Speculation is a novel to be devoured in a single sitting, though its embracing emotional insights and piercing meditations on despair and love will linger long after the last page. That's a good book. That's a very good book, and I'm really looking forward to reading it because I always look forward to read books in the literary fiction genre because I believe that they speak to my soul in a way that no other genre really does. And now, the final book, and I'm very scared because I have no idea what to expect. I kind of want a fantasy, like a witchy one, because I actually added a lot of that in this TBR jar, but I did not have luck. But I'm not complaining because I have pulled some very good titles. So this is the last title. Yeah, it's a long one. Tonight in the Mud by Rachel Gillick. Oh my god, I cannot believe I pulled this book. I'm so excited because everyone and their mother is talking about Tonight in the Mud, and I have a copy of it on my Kindle. So I'm very excited. It may be the first book that I'm going to start with. I'm not exactly sure if I should like read them in the order that I pulled or just like go with the vibe. Sybil Delling has spent 9 years dreaming of having no dreams at all. Like the other foundlingers who traded a decade of service for a home in the great cathedral, Sybil is a diviner. In her dreams, she receives vision from 6 unearthly figures known as omens. From them she can predict terrible things before they occur, and lords and common folk alike travel across the kingdom of Trom's windswept moors to learn their futures by her dreams. Just as she and her sister diviners near the end of the service, a mysterious knight arrives at the cathedral. Rude, heretical, and devilishly handsome, the Knight Roderick has no respect for Sibyl's visions, but when Sibyl's fellow diviners begin to vanish one by one, she has no choice but to seek his help in finding them. For the world outside, the cathedral cloister is fraught with peril. only the gods have the answer she's seeking, and as much as she'd rather avoid Roderick's dark eyes and sharp tongue, only a heretic can defeat a god. So we have our 6 books. So we have Vicious by V. Schwab, Interview with the Vampire by Anne Rice, Department of Speculation by Jenny Offill, A Horse at Night by Amina Kane, and obviously, The Cancer Journals by Audre Lorde, and The Night and the Moth by Rachel Gillig. Now, these are very good books, and honestly, I'm very excited to read them. And I believe I'm going to make another video after I read them at the end of the month to tell you my thoughts. And maybe we will do the November TBR with the same jar. Maybe I'll add more titles to it, probably, because I always expand my TBR. I have decided that I'm going to read 7 books, but the 7th book that I'm going to read is Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. I have this copy that I have bought secondhand, and it's honestly in pretty good shape except for like this corner here. And I have been meaning to read this book for a while, for a long while. I have read Mansfield Park from Jane Austen, and I kind of liked it. She's a good author, but I did not exactly vibe with the plot of the book. But I know that Pride and Prejudice is different, and I have seen the Keira Knightley movie like 10 times, and I have seen it again recently, and it really made me want to read this book finally. Here are the 7 books that I'm going to read this month. Do let me know if you read any of them, what did you think of them, and what books do you think that I should read in the future. Thank you.